A man sits at a desk in Providence, Rhode Island. It is late. The house is quiet. He's trying to write a single sentence. He writes it, then he crosses it out. He writes it again and stops. Because there is no word big enough for the thing he's trying to describe. So instead, he writes that it can't be described. And somehow, that's scarier. This man's name was Howard. Most people just call him Lovecraft. And the trick he just pulled, refusing to name the thing, became the foundation of an entire kind of fear. We call it cosmic horror. Now think about what scares you in a normal scary story. A figure standing at the end of the hall, footsteps in an empty house, something with teeth. Those fears are ancient and they make sense. They're about staying alive. But cosmic horror isn't interested in your life. It's interested in something worse. It wants to take away the idea that your life ever mattered at all. Here's the core of it in plain terms. For most of history, we told ourselves a comforting story that the universe was built with us in mind. The sun in the sky for us, stars to wish on, a plan with humans somewhere near the center of it. Cosmic horror takes that story and quietly removes it. It says the universe is unimaginably old and unimaginably large, and it does not know you are here. It was not made for you. And it isn't against you either, which is somehow worse. You can't be hated by something that doesn't even notice you exist. And then it adds the part that really stings. In these stories, the danger is almost never a creature chasing you down a corridor. The danger is finding something out. A scholar opens the wrong book. A sailor lands on the wrong island. A scientist points the telescope at the wrong patch of sky. They don't get attacked. They just understand something. And they can never go back to not understanding it. In cosmic horror, knowledge is the trapdoor. You think you're learning. You think you're getting closer to the truth. And the truth turns out to be a door that only opens one way. The man at the desk put it something like this. The kindest thing about the human mind is that it can't connect everything it knows. We hold little scraps of truth in separate hands. And as long as we never lay them side by side, we stay sane. The horror begins the moment the pieces line up. Now here's the strange part. The part about how these stories are actually built. You'd think a tale about a giant alien godlike thing would, describe the giant alien godlike thing. It almost never does. Watch what the writers actually do. They tell you a witness went pale. They tell you the angles of a wall were wrong, without ever saying how. They tell you a sound was heard that no human throat could make, and then they stop. They hand you the edges of the shape and let your own mind draw the middle. Because here's the secret they understood. Nothing they could put on the page is as frightening as a thing you'll imagine. The monster is never really in the book. The monster is in you. The writer just opens the door a crack and steps back. That's why they keep reaching for words like indescribable, unnameable, beyond comprehension. At first it sounds lazy, like the writer ran out of ideas. It's the opposite. It's a trap. The second you read it cannot be described, your brain does something it can't help doing. It tries to describe it anyway. And whatever you come up with in the dark behind your eyes, that's the horror. You built it. From your own materials, custom made just for you. And maybe that's why this fear lingers longer than the others. A monster with teeth stays inside the movie. You leave the theater, you're fine. But cosmic horror doesn't live in a haunted house. It lives in true things. Space really is that big. The universe really is that old. You really are, on that scale, very small and very brief. And the stars really don't know your name. Cosmic horror didn't invent any of that. It just pointed at it and refused to look away. So go back to the man at the desk for a second, crossing out his sentence. reaching for a word that isn't there. He wasn't failing to describe the monster. He was building it, out of the empty space where the description should have been. He understood something simple and a little unsettling. You don't scare a person by showing them a thing in the dark. You scare them by convincing them that the dark is real, and then letting them look into it themselves. So here's the thought to carry out with you. Tonight, at some point, you'll probably glance up at the sky. The same stars he saw, the same quiet. And just for a second, you might feel how far away they are, how old, how silent, how completely unbothered by the small, warm fact of you. That little shiver, that half second of feeling tiny underneath something enormous. That isn't the writer's imagination, it's yours. It was there the whole time. He just taught you where to look.